quick little just background on the UFC itself, just kind of like what it was like. First fight was in 1993, UFC 1, 30 years ago. It ended up being an 8-man tournament with the winner earning $50,000. At least that's how it was billed. I don't know if they actually got their $50K, but
they probably got it in casino credits.
Probably, yeah. So as far as like, regulations that were agreed upon, like how it worked back then, it was considered no holds barred. There were no doping probes. So like there was no testing for any kind of performance enhancing drugs.
Up crazy.
There was no biting, no eye gouging, no mandatory gloves. You could wear them if you wanted to protect your hands.
So basically Irene wouldn't be able to fight. That's all she does. Biting, eye gouging.
Oh. She's good at that.
She's good at that.
No judges' scores. That's a big difference. I would say compared to like
right now, that
UFC.
is defining whether or not someone wins a championship is just
So there was no scoring system, and it was unlimited 5-minute rounds with 1 minute rest between. So it was like the only way that the fight would end. It didn't just come to an end.
Did it end in death?
It was either knockout, tap out, or corner stoppage, which is now still. I think now there's 4 ways that it ends. The one we see often is that just the time runs out. You reach the end of the fight. You've reached it's now I think 3 5-minute rounds or 5 5-minute rounds, depending if it's a championship.
They didn't have gloves in UFC 1, right?
Right.
I actually have a video of that. I want to show you at least one of the fights later.
I've seen it, but let's watch it.
Oh, okay. Irene, pull it up. It's UFC. It's under my notes real quick, if you don't mind. I want you to see the intro and just tell me how dope this animation is at the beginning. So
does that mean it's not going to be dope?
I love it. Check out this.
Yeah, I remember this.
Look at this. Oh, it's like Hanna-Barbera like drawing. Yeah. But look at like the strobe effects of the lights. It's so 1993. But as this plays real quick, skip a couple minutes ahead if you don't mind, Irene. Go to the bubble towards the end, right about there, because they just kind of do an intro into it all. And like, look, I mean, it's just bare knuckle. There's no, they're not even in the same weight class, are they? This guy looks like
I don't think they had weight classes.
Right, it is a no holds bar. It doesn't seem like it's.
Oh, see, you can't do that anymore.
No.
So if you got a knee down, you can't kick a guy in the head if they've got a knee down anymore. I mean, look, he just busted his face open really bad. That's why.
The sucky part is that you have so much leverage when they're down like that.
So that's one of the big things that Dana and the Fertitta brothers brought to the UFC when they bought it was rules.
Well, because no way regulation was going to let this on TV.
Right. Well, and that was a big challenge for them, and so that they had to kind of legitimize it as a real sport. It wasn't just brawlers, which is weird because that is part of the branding. Like you're trying to capture like what is this primal, toe-to-toe human,
like visceral, like raw nature.
Yeah, it's like the gladiators. Yeah. It's like human beings like
it's in the
death
octagon.
Kind of thing. Yes.
Well, one of the things that I feel like he did, he understood. Like this. First off, he didn't go to college for this. He barely finished high school.
I don't think they offer.
No. I'm just talking about business.
That's your degree in college, run it.
He tried to go to college. He tried to get it, but he was like, it ain't for me. And but everything he did, he started being like, okay, well, how do I market? How do I do business? How do I make a deal? Yeah. And now he's one of the most, like, he's kind of ruthless. He knows what he wants done. Hey, thanks for watching this clip. If you want to see the full podcast, be sure to click on the link in the description. And if you feel like it, hit subscribe.